Hey guys, sorry I haven't updated my YouTube channel in a while. The other week, this company Parblo reached out to me to send me some tablets for review, and I thought this would be the perfect chance to restart my channel. If you want to skip all of this unboxing and me going over the tablet driver information, I'll have a timestamp in the description down below where you can just skip to the demo portion. Sorry for all the fingerprints on this tablet. I swear it doesn't come like this. I just opened it up beforehand to make sure it was actually compatible with my MacBook. My first impressions opening this was that this is extremely thin and lightweight, and to the point where it made me a little hesitant and wary of how well this tablet would actually work. This pen stand is the perfect example of something that's sadly been so over-designed to the point where it doesn't do the function it was meant to do in the first place. I mean, it's super hefty. There's this cool function where it unscrews to reveal all the pen nibs inside, and the pen nibs are little pieces attached that you kind of have to break off instead of loose pen nibs. And it looks cool and it feels cool, but the pen itself doesn't actually sit inside very well. I mean, the pen's not weighted either. It's very light, so the pen wobbles around, and if you even bump the table while your pen stands on it, it's gonna fall out really easily. So I just toss it in my junk electronics drawer. The cable that comes with this tablet is a USB to USB-C cable that's detachable, and it comes with little Velcros on the cable itself that aren't optional. You have to cut them off if you want them off. You can definitely feel that you only paid $70 for this tablet when you feel the pen. I mean, it's very, very lightweight. I'm used to having a little heft to my pens, whether it be my Apple Pencil or just even the pens that came with all the Chinese knockoff tablets I've ever owned before. And it just doesn't feel like you're actually using a pencil. The last thing in this box is this 2-finger glove that comes with all these cheap Chinese tablets, and it's supposed to prevent smudges as you're using your tablet, like you saw in the beginning, because those do kind of affect how the pen will glide over certain patches of the tablet. But I really want to know who's actually wearing these gloves, because you don't need it. Just wipe down your tablet with a cloth if it gets dirty. There's no driver CDs included in this box. All the drivers are downloadable on the Parblo website. It's very important you download these drivers because your tablet's just going to work as a glorified mouse without it. And I'm actually going to go over some of the settings you can customize in it because it's very critical to make your experience better with these cheaper tablets. The first thing you will see in the settings is your pen buttons. I would actually recommend disabling the first button because you're going to accidentally bump it a lot while you're drawing, and it's going to randomly activate things. You can just use double tapping with your pen nib as a click. And then on the bottom, you can actually switch your tablet to left-handed and right-handed. What that will do is rotate your tablet 180 degrees, and the buttons will be on the right side so that if you're left-handed, you're not bumping into the buttons the whole time. On the right side, we have the pressure curve. This is going to change how much pressure you have to put on the nib to get a pen stroke, and I would actually recommend setting it a lot more towards the left to lighten the pressure. If you don't, you're going to be pressing really hard down on the pen to draw, and that's going to wear out your nib and make your hand cramp up over long sessions. The monitor setting just controls how much of the screen you can control with your tablet. I don't really see a point in messing with this unless you really want to. And something to note about these settings is that it looks like you can't change it, but you have to change the other options. And then you should be able to edit it. The tablet area is something that I find that you need to change because the usable tablet area actually extends past the rightmost hatch marks printed on the tablet itself. And when you're trying to reach the far right of your screen, your hand's going to be dangling off and it's going to be really uncomfortable. So I have to adjust it about an inch off. The customizable keys are pretty cool. You can set all of your most used commands on here, like undo, zoom in, stuff like that. Just remember that if you set this to a left-handed tablet, your buttons are going to be upside down, so it's going to run from K10 on the top to K1 on the bottom. Onto the actual demo finally. I'm going to be painting with this tablet with Photoshop. With my old tablet, it only had about 1,000 pressure sensitivity levels, so I could never paint on Photoshop because it would have too great of a gradient between each pressure level, so you could see little marks. With this tablet, I think there's 8,000 pressure sensitivity levels, 8,192 to be exact, so it's a lot smoother of a gradient from bolder to lighter. And I found it painted on Photoshop as well as I usually paint using Corel Painter. My old tablet never had a downloadable driver either because I bought it from China, and so I could never edit the pressure sensitivity curve. And what's nice about Corel is that there is a way to edit the pressure sensitivity curve inside the program itself, which Photoshop doesn't really allow. Overall, I did like this tablet. Keep in mind, my old tablet is over 15 years old and it has dents and cracks everywhere, so it wasn't really a pleasant experience, and that's why I've mostly been painting on my tablet, my iPad. It's definitely usable. You can definitely do everything on it that you could do with a name brand tablet and pay way less. I've never had name brand tablets growing up. I could never afford it, and I feel like Chinese tablets do fine. I think maybe a pro would be able to tell the smaller differences between a name brand tablet and a cheaper tablet. But remember that you're paying the bare bones price for function over bells and whistles, and that's fine. It's important for beginner artists to realize that the tools themselves don't make the artwork. Nicer tools will improve the experience, but if you don't know what you're doing, it's not going to make the artwork for you. So, there's not much else for me to say. It's a tablet. It does what it advertises. It's affordable. It feels a little flimsy, but it works. It would be easy to carry around with you because it's so thin and lightweight. I am just gonna go turn up the music for the rest of this demo because I want to die from hearing my own voice. So, bye. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more content, I guess. I put out about 2 videos a year. So, bye.